But thank you so much for coming. And we're going to do some yoga together. So everyone, wherever you are, find a comfortable seat. Either sit like I am on my knees, or you can sit in Sukhasana, with your legs crossed, whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to slowly start to settle in the space. So keeping maybe your palms face down on your knees, releasing your shoulders down and back, opening your chest, tucking your chin slightly in, and closing your eyes down if you haven't already. Just start tuning in to your body, feeling if you feel any tension in certain areas, maybe in your shoulders or in your lower back. And just starting to notice the state of your awareness in this moment. So where is your awareness? Maybe your mind is moving quickly, it's really active, moving from thought to thought. Maybe you're feeling more relaxed right now. Maybe a little bit foggy. Maybe you're not sure. But wherever you are is not the point. It's about starting to practice noticing where you are on the inside. So where your awareness is in this moment. And we do this in the beginning of a yoga class to check in so that at the end of the class, we can tune in, feel the effects on our body, and check in again with our awareness to see if anything's changed. So just notice without any judgment. And slowly starting to bring our attention towards our breath, taking a deep inhale together, letting the air fill our lower belly, expand our chest. Maybe holding the breath there for a moment. And slowly releasing it first from the lower belly, and then from the chest, allowing the air to come out through your throat and out through your nose again. Taking another inhale, deep breath, filling your lower belly and expanding your chest. And exhale, slowly release the breath, allowing it to drop out of the lower belly, out of the chest. Maybe come through the back of your throat and out of your nostrils. Let's try to make our breath the same length on the inhale and on the exhale. So we breathe in deep. And we exhale the same amount of time, noticing the different temperatures. So the cool air coming in on the inhale. And the warmer air coming out on the exhale. And we're going to introduce a mantra called Soham. And Soham means I am that, but it also resembles the sound of the breath on the inhale and the exhale. So is like the inhale. When you breathe in, you can kind of hear it if you listen. And ham on the exhale. So this mantra is meant to allow us to focus our attention towards something. When our mind starts wandering, it's an anchor to bring us back to our center. So on the inhale, so, and the exhale, hum. And we say this in our mind. Just continuing like this, coming back to the mantra whenever you find yourself wandering. Finding stillness within the mantra. Now turning our attention slowly towards our heart center. So we're still using the mantra. We didn't release it yet. And as we breathe in for so, we're imagining the air coming in towards our heart center, through the heart center towards the spine. So deep, deep, deep inhale towards the spine. And on the exhale, hum out through the heart center. So back and forth in this motion. Into the heart center. And out through the heart center. Connecting to our sense of stillness. I am that. I am the stillness inside me. Keep bringing your attention back to the mantra. Maybe trying to hear the mantra with your breathing. And we'll gently release it together. Trying to maintain this, whatever stillness we might have come into contact with. Trying to maintain that stillness throughout the practice. So even when we run into challenging poses, things that we haven't tried before, try to connect to that stillness and that steadiness and see how we can approach it differently with that mindset. So either you slowly open your eyes or keeping your eyes closed, we're going to start to make circles with our neck to warm up our neck. So our right ear comes to our right shoulder, feeling the stretch in the left side, and our neck comes back. Now our left ear comes to our left shoulder, and our chin comes forward to meet the chest. Again, right ear to right shoulder. And we can make this more of a circular motion if we want, maybe closing our eyes. Trying to locate any unnecessary tension, maybe spending some more time there. The next time our chin hits our chest, we're going to switch directions. So the left ear comes to the left shoulder. And then back. Right shoulder. And forward. And keep this going at your own pace in the same direction. Maybe making circular movements. Gentle movements. Not straining the neck too hard, really listening to your body. And that's enough. We're going to roll out our shoulders. So we're going to cup our shoulders with our fingertips, kind of like creating a claw. And first we're going to start by bringing our elbows together, bringing them downward and then backwards and back up. So forward, downwards, backwards, and up. Again, making a circular motion, kind of like we did with the neck. Rolling out our joints. Trying to make the circles as big as possible. And switching directions when we get to the front, towards the back. So they come forward, up, back, and down, forward, up, back, and down, big circles. One second, there's something on my screen that's bothering me. Just keep staying where you are. And continue what you're doing. Good. And from here, we're going to warm up our wrists. So you have the option. Either we're going to take out our hands out in front of us and keep our fists closed, circling them outward. Or you can do the same thing just with your palms open. I like this one better. I feel like it gives more of a rotation. And wherever you are, we're going to inhale our arms up, keeping the twisting motion going. Bring them down towards the sides, back up through the center, down to the sides again, up to the center, keep it going, down to the sides, up the center, down to the sides one more time, and up through the center. This time, keep your palms in front of you, palms facing your screen, fingers facing upward, and imagine your fingers are pushing back towards your face, feeling it in the wrists. Strong arms, breathe. Keep breathing. And release, shaking out your wrists. I have a yoga buddy next to me that I didn't notice. And I just want to remind you all that any postures during this practice that you feel are too much for you, or you just need to take a step back, just listen to your body. Your body knows best. And don't feel the need to push yourself or pull in anything that you're doing. Just go with your breath, see what you can do, and have fun with it. So from here, we are going to bring our arms out, palms facing each other. Now we're going to turn our left palm towards the opposite side of the room. And we're going to tuck our right arm underneath, facing our palms together. Now palms are touching. The inside of the palm is touching. So we have a sort of like twist over here. On the inhale, we're going to come up on our knees. And if you aren't already on your knees, come on your knees now. Inhale up, open the chest. And exhale, we're going to curl our arms under and tuck our chin to our chest, folding in. Inhale, curl up and open. And exhale, twist under. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale, come up on the knees, open the chest. And exhale, back down. From here, we're going to meet in tabletop position. So our shoulders are over our palms. Our palms are gripping the mat. Our fingers are spread wide, and our hips are over our knees. So we're going to start by warming up the spine with some cat-cows. On the inhale, we arch our back, look up, chest open. And on the exhale, we tuck our chin under, tuck our pelvis under, and round our spine. Really trying to feel the extent of each one of these poses. Inhale, arch your back and look up, opening your chest. And exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and round your back. We're going to do a few of these at our own pace, so you can go a little faster if you like, a little slower if you like. Maybe incorporate some movements. I know some people like to do that. Some circles. And we'll meet again with a neutral spine. This time we're going to inhale and we're going to kick our right foot up, arching our back, opening our chest, pressing our palms into the mat. And on the exhale, we're going to bring our knee to our nose, rounding our back. Inhale, right leg comes up, knee is bent. And exhale, knee to nose, round back, pressing through the mat. Inhale, right leg comes up. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg comes up. This time we're going to try to grab the outside of our right heel with our left hand, with the opposite hand, pressing through the mat with our right palm. So we're not allowing our chest to sink here, but we're pressing into the mat. And we're pressing the top of our right foot into our left hand here. Maybe looking backwards over the shoulder. And breathing here. And releasing. Same thing on the other side. So on the inhale, we're going to lift the left foot up, bending the knee, arching the back and looking up. And on the exhale, the knee comes to nose, rounding the back. On the inhale, left foot comes up. On the inhale, we round the back. And when we're here, we want to be making sure that we're pressing into the mat as well. Inhale, left foot comes up. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left foot comes up. This time it stays there, grabbing it with the opposite hand, with the right hand. And kicking the top of the foot into the right hand. Pressing through the mat with the left palm. Breathing. Maybe looking over the shoulder. And slowly releasing. From here, we're going to come back together and sit in a child's pose for just a few moments. Reaching our arms forward on the mat. Maybe wiggling a little bit, settling into the pose. And just catching our breath. Coming back to that stillness. From here, we're going to press our palms into the mat, tuck our toes under, and lift up for our first downward dog. Pressing the mat through our palms, lifting our hips up and back. Putting space between the shoulder blades, and making sure our spine is straight here. If you need to pedal out the legs, that feels nice, you can do that. But we just want to make sure that our back is straight. So if you need to bend your knees because you have tight hamstrings, that is totally fine. And with time, you'll be able to straighten your legs. But this is a lot better than that. Breathing here for a moment. And on the inhale, we're going to lift our heels, bend our knees, look forward, and come to the front of our mat. Inhaling, hands on the shins, straight spine, half lift. And exhale, we release, grabbing opposite elbows, making sure that our feet are hip distance apart here so we have more stability. And maybe swaying back and forth if it feels nice. On the inhale, you release our palms, roll up vertebrae after vertebrae. Head coming up last. Bringing our palms together to the heart and closing our eyes for a moment. From here, we stand. Feet are hip distance apart again. We're going to clasp our fingers together except for the index finger. And on the inhale, we lift our arms overhead, opening the shoulders. We want to make sure that we're not having a banana spine here. So we're tucking our pelvis under, tucking our tailbone under, sorry. On the inhale, we reach up through the crown of our head. Shoulders are away from the ears, so we're not here. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. And exhale, imagine an up and over movement. So no collapsing to the side, but up, lengthening, and over. Breathing. On the inhale, we come back up. And on the exhale, up and over to the left side. Imagine there's a huge exercise ball on the left side of my body. I want to go over the ball. Feeling the stretch in that right side body. Breathing here. And inhale back up. On the next exhale, we go backward. So same thing here. Now the ball is in back of my body. So we're not collapsing into the lower back, but we're going up and over. Breathe. And release. Hands come to the heart, Anjali Mudra. We're going to meet in the front of our mat again. This time we'll go through a few rounds of sun salutations. On the inhale, we reach our arms all the way up. And on the exhale, we come down to forward fold. Now, placing your palms either in the same lines as your feet or right in front of your feet, you can bend your knees here. Again, we want to lengthen the spine. So it's okay if your knees are bent, especially in the beginning. And we fold forward. On the inhale, we bring our palms to our shins, half lift. And on the exhale, palms come to frame the feet. We step back to plank. Feet are hip distance apart. Palms are on the ground. Fingers are spread as wide as they can, pushing away from the mat. Shoulders over the wrists. Breathe here. Find softness. And on the exhale, we release the knees down to the ground, come all the way down to the mat. On the inhale, elbows come towards each other. We press the palms under the shoulders into the mat, lift up to cobra. And then the next exhale, we bend our knees, straighten our arms, tuck our toes under and come back to downward dog. Breathing here, full deep breaths. Stretching the mat in between your hands and your feet. Calves are trying to come towards the wall behind you. On the next inhale, we bend our knees, look forward, and come to the front of our mat. Inhaling for half lift, straight spine. And exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, we come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Great support having you here. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, we come down, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. And exhaling, coming back to plank. Now, either from plank, we can lower our knees and come down to our bellies like we did last time, or we can try this time to roll over onto our toes and come toward chaturanga, halfway. Inhaling for up dog. And exhaling for down dog. Pushing through the mat, lifting your hips up and back. And breathing here. Heels want to come towards the mat. Checking in to make sure your arms and your legs are both active. And that there's an external rotation in your arms, so your armpits are trying to stare at each other. On the inhale, we bend our knees, look forward, and come to the front of our mat. Inhale for half lift. Lengthen that spine. And exhale, come down to forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Taking just a moment to tune in again. Noticing our breath. And one last time, Inhale, our arms come all the way up, opening our chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale. Either knees come down, belly comes to the mat, or straight to chaturanga. Inhaling for up dog. Exhale for down dog. And from down dog, we're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. Pushing through the mat. And on the next inhale, we're going to kick our right leg up. So we're not trying to open our hip here. We're trying to keep our hips level. And from this place, we're going to take 1 inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to step our foot in between our palms, sliding the left heel back, down. So the knee is over the ankle here. We're going to check in with our alignment. The back leg is strong. Placing the right palm on the inside of your right foot, we're going to inhale, reach our left arm up and open up straight to the sky. Breathing here. Don't forget to breathe. Back leg is active. Inhale, we release the left palm to the back leg. Inhale, we come all the way up to reverse warrior. Keeping our front knee bent so it doesn't come straight up. It's staying where it was. And breathing here. On the inhale, we bring our arm back down to where it was, next to our right foot. Inhale, lifting our arm up, gazing towards the sky. Opening our chest towards the sky and breathing. Inhale, release the left palm to the left thigh. Bring the right palm up, keeping the front knee bent. Gazing towards the right fingertips. And exhale, release back down. Inhale 1 last time. The left hand comes up. And exhale, we release it to the ground. From here, we are going to place our palms on the mat and we're going to bring our right foot to join our left back into downward dog. Stretching our foot out for a minute here. And on the next inhale, the left leg comes up to the sky, making sure that the hips stay leveled, not opening up the hips, pressing through the mat. Inhale. And on the exhale, we step in between the palms, releasing our back heel down, placing our left palm on the inside of our left foot and opening up to the sky with our right arm. Breathing here. Gazing towards the right fingertips, opening our chest to the sky. Inhale, we slide the right fingertips down the right leg, open up, gaze towards the left fingertips. Keeping the front knee bent. And exhale, we release the left palm to the inside of the left foot. Bring the right palm up, gaze towards the sky. Inhale, left palm comes up and over, opening up. And exhale, we come down again, lifting the right palm up to the sky, gazing up. Breathing here. And slowly releasing. Pressing both palms into the mat, we create space and bring the left foot back to join the right in downward dog. From here, on the next inhale, we're going to bend our knees, look forward, and come to the front of our mat. Inhaling, hands on the shins, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, full Uttanasana. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling down, taking a moment to close your eyes and come back to the moment. Maybe catching your breath. Feeling the effects of these postures in your body. And we're going to gently open our eyes. On the next inhale, we're going to kick our right leg back. And by kick, I mean step, not kick. We're going to turn towards the front so that our feet are both parallel now on the long side of the mat. Hands are on our hips, toes are pointed slightly outwards. From here, we want to tuck our pelvis in, tuck our tailbone in, sorry. Inhale, lengthen and open the chest. And then the exhale, we're going to slowly start to bend our knees, making sure that our knees are not caving inward, so they're actually pulling towards the back of the room. Tucking our tailbone in, checking in with that, making sure that our torso is not falling forward, so that our heart is over our pelvis and our head is over our heart. Breathing here, and then maybe bringing our arms out 90 degrees so that our elbows are in line with our shoulders, opening our chest, opening our heart even more. And breathing here. Where are we meeting resistance? Where can we activate our willpower? On the next inhale, come up and slowly release. Keeping our hands on our hips, we're just gonna pivot our toes inward so that our feet are actually parallel now. And maybe you wanna bring your toes just slightly, really slightly inward to allow for more range of motion in the next posture. So from here, if you need to catch your breath for a moment, you can do so. And on the inhale, we're gonna breathe in, bring our elbows, draw them closer to each other. And on the exhale, we're gonna come down with a straight back, folding forward. Maybe we need to bring our legs a little wider, allowing our head to be heavy. Maybe seeing if you could shift the weight slightly into your toes so that all the weight is not falling back into your heels. And just breathing here. On the next inhale, we lift our head and come up with a straight back. Now, staying in the same position, we're just going to interlock our fingers behind our back, opening our chest, bringing our shoulders closer to each other. Inhale, open up, lengthen. And exhale, come down with a straight back, bringing your arms over your head, opening up the shoulders, and bringing the roots of your palms closer to one another so they're not coming out like this, but they're drawing towards each other always. And breathing. Again, seeing if you could shift the weight slightly towards your toes, not too much. On the inhale, you slowly come up with a straight back. And on the exhale, one more variation of the same pose. This time we place our palms in the same line as our feet if we can, or slightly in front. So inhale, we open up the chest. And exhale, we come down. Placing our palms in the same line or slightly in front. We take a half inhale here, come onto our fingertips. A full inhale, a half lift. And then exhale all the way down. Breathing here. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingers slowly towards our left ankle, grabbing the outside of our left ankle with our right hand. On the inhale, we lift our left hand up towards the sky, opening our chest towards the sky, gazing at the left fingertips and breathing. And on the exhale, slowly release, walking your fingers towards the right foot, grabbing the outside of your right ankle with your left palm, inhaling, coming up, chest towards the sky, breathing here. And releasing the pose, placing your hands on your hips, coming up with a straight back. Heel toe your feet together. And we meet again in the front of our mat, hands to heart, Anjali Mudra, close your eyes. And breathe. Next, we're going to come into some balancing poses. So come to the front of your mat or to the center of your mat. Placing your hands on your hips, we're going to lift our right heel and slowly start to shift the weight towards our left foot. So rooting in to the ground with our left foot, the leg is very strong. Coming to lift our right knee up, grabbing it with the right hand, grabbing the ankle, and then placing the sole of the foot on the inside of the left thigh. From here, bringing our hands to prayer. So we're always trying to bring our right hip forward so that it's squared with the left, but bringing our knee backwards. So there's this like contradicting action going on here. So you're pressing into the left thigh with the right foot. I hope you can see me properly. And it helps to focus on a point on the wall to balance here. And if this is too easy for you, you can lift your hands up in the air. Opening your chest. Finding stability in your left foot, rooting through all four corners of your foot. And from here, either you can release the pose and place your leg down, or you can lift it back up and release it back. I'm going to come towards the side so that you can see me this time from the side. I guess everyone already released their foot down. Inhaling the foot back up to warrior three. Sorry, going to come into it again. And then focusing your gaze on a point on the ground. Also here, trying to keep your chest open and your hips leveled. And releasing the pose. From here, we're gonna lift our right foot again and place the weight in our left, lifting our right knee up. And this time we're gonna place the right ankle on the thigh. So it's not on the inside of the thigh, but it's actually above the knee. Bending a little in the knee to create a little shelf. Bringing the hands to prayer, inhaling, opening the chest. And exhaling, sitting backwards towards the heels. Balancing here and breathing here. And it doesn't matter how far you can go back. Just go to your own edge today. Every day our body feels different. And inhale, come back up, release the pose. Now we come into the same sequence on the other side. Feel free to place your foot down in between the different postures. The flow is kind of for those who feel they want to be challenged a little more. So one moment, I'm just going to take a sip of water. And we'll do the same on the other side. So hands on the hips. We're going to lift the left heel. Feel the weight in our right foot. rooting through the ground, through all four corners of the feet. Our right leg is strong, our left heel comes up. Grabbing the left ankle with our left hand, we place the sole of the foot on the inside of the right thigh, pressing into the right thigh. Bringing the hands to heart. Both legs are active, knee tries to come towards the back. Breathing here. Lifting your arms if you want more of a challenge. Trying to bring some softness into this pose. Check the space between your eyebrows. That will always tell you what you're feeling. And either we release the left leg down or we bring it all the way back into warrior three for those who want a challenge. I'm going to show you on the side. Hips are trying to be squared towards the ground. The torso, every time I talk, I use my balance. The torso is towards the ground, parallel. The foot could either be pointed or flexed. Stay in the pose, don't watch me. And the bottom leg is strong. Breathing here, keeping the chest open, gaze, points on the ground. And release, either bringing your thigh up or placing it down, creating a little shelf. Creating a little shelf and bending your knee slightly, sinking down towards your heels. Breathing here. And releasing the pose. Maybe shaking out both of your ankles, twisting them around a little bit. You feel like you challenge them. Laughing in the background. Okay. From here, we're going to come into a vinyasa. So let's meet at the front of our mat. Inhaling our arms up, opening our chest, and exhaling down with a straight back. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, hands come to the shins, lengthening the spine. And exhale, hands down to frame the feet, coming back straight to chaturanga. Inhaling for upward dog. And exhaling, downward dog. Breathing here for a moment. Pushing through the mat, lifting your hips high. On the inhale, we lift our right leg up. And those who want a challenge can grab the left ankle with their left hand. I'm feeling a little imbalanced today, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to try it myself. I could try to demonstrate. I hear them falling in the background. Let's stay here, unless you want a challenge. Inhaling and exhaling, stepping through in between the palms, coming into a high lunge on the inhale. Back leg is active. And on the exhale, easy version, left palm comes to the inside of the right foot, right arm comes up. Looking up at the right palm, breathing here. And releasing. Now we're going to place the palms in the front of our right foot. And we're going to see if we can shift the weight into the right foot. So slowly sliding the left foot forward, maybe coming onto our fingertips. From here, we're going to keep our fingertips on the ground. Inhale, lengthen our spine. And exhale, place our palms on the mat, maybe bringing them closer to the foot. Maybe bringing our face to our knee. Lastly, maybe lifting our back leg higher. And slowly releasing back. Okay. From here, we're going to inhale, lift up, and bring our right foot back to join the left, downward dog. Breathing here. On the next inhale, the left leg comes up. I'm going to try what I was trying to do before. And exhale, hands, footsteps in between the palms. Inhaling up to high lunge. From here, the right palm comes on the inside of the left foot. We open up to the left side. Inhale, keeping the back leg active, pushing through the mat with the right palm. And slowly release. This time, palms on the mat, slightly in front of the left foot. Shifting the weight towards the left foot, we want to slide our right foot forward. Coming up onto our fingertips. Inhaling, lengthening our spine. And exhaling, bringing our palms down. Foot in the back is coming up. So our toes are supposed to be towards the ground and our heels facing towards the sky. And this works more on strengthening the hip. If you want to work more on flexibility, it would be like to open the hip. And slowly release your leg backwards. From here, we're going to inhale, pushing through the mat, create space and come back to downward dog. 3 full breaths here. On the next inhale, the right leg comes up. And on the exhale, we bring the knee down in between the palms, sliding the back foot down, straight in back of us. And we're going to see if we could heel toe the feet, the front foot, a little more towards the front of the mat so that it's as parallel as possible without hurting ourselves. On the inhale, we press our fingertips into the mat and lift up, opening our chest. And on the exhale, either we come down to the elbows, or if we want further, we can rest our head on a block if we have one handy. Otherwise, maybe we want to try coming and resting on our palms. Making sure that our hips are not falling to either side, so the weight is distributed in the center. And just allowing ourselves to release here in this pose. Coming into it with a more gentle energy. Maybe deepening our breath. Slowing it down. And breathing through any resistance that we might feel, any discomfort. Allowing our hips to open up. And in turn, the discomforts of life. Maybe releasing some stored emotions. Just breathing through it. Always asking ourselves, where could I release more? Where am I meeting resistance? On the inhale, we come to our palms, press into the mat, tuck our back toes under to create some space, and bring our right foot to join the left in downward dog. Maybe we want to pedal out our dog here. And on the next inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up to the sky, keeping our hips leveled. On the exhale, we bring the knee in between the palms, sliding the back heel back down. And seeing if we could heel toe the front foot a little more towards the front of the mat. Keeping the balance in the center, inhaling, pushing through the mat, opening up. And exhale, slowly lower down. Maybe to the elbows. And maybe if you want to take it further, you can rest on the tops of your hands. Breathing here. Allowing ourselves to relax into any discomfort we might feel, to embrace it. Keeping our facial muscles soft. On the next inhale, we use our palms to press into the mat, open up, tuck our back toes under, create some space, and let our left leg back to meet the right in downward facing dog. Breathing here for a moment. And then shifting our weight forward to plank. We're going to drop our knees and let us come down all the way to our bellies, keeping our wrists under our shoulders, resting our left cheek on the mat. And on the inhale, we're going to lift our chest, keeping our feet on the ground, but making sure that we're not placing too much pressure in our hands, so the lift is coming from our back muscles. I can even lift my hands here. And breathing. Elbows are hugging in towards each other. And release. Cheek comes back down towards the mat, resting for a moment. And the next time we're going to come up with our hands on our feet at the same time. So just a reminder, the elbows are hugging in towards each other. They're not splaying outwards. All right, inhale, lift our arms and lift our legs. Thighs are drawing towards each other. Pelvis is pressing into the mat. Breathing here. Good job. And release. Resting for a moment. And the next time we're going to do another variation. This time the arms are going to be forward. So on the inhale, we lift our arms up. And we lift our legs up, pressing the pelvis into the mat. Good job. Neck is long. Drawing the thighs towards each other. And release. Press our palms into the mat and come back and sit on our heels in child's pose. Resting here for a few moments. Feeling the effects of this posture on our body, on our awareness. Maybe checking in again with our awareness. Noticing where we are. Are we in our body? Are we in our mind? And bringing ourselves back. From here, we're going to slowly release the pose and come to sit in a wide-legged seat like this. So it doesn't matter how wide your legs are. If this is where you are, that's fine. You don't need to be in a split here. Just as long as your spine is straight, okay, if your spine is rounded, you can either sit on a cushion or bring your legs closer in. From here, we're going to inhale our arms straight up to the sky, opening our chest and lengthening. And on the exhale, we're going to dive forward, lengthening our spine. So we're not rounding our back, but we're trying to reach forward and down. Maybe resting our palms on the mat if we can reach. And lastly, releasing our head, keeping our toes pointing towards the sky. So they're not like coming in like this, but we're keeping both of our legs active and flexed. And breathing here. Breathing. Wherever you are, just breathing into it. And on the inhale, we roll up with the round back. And this time we're going to bend the right foot in so that the sole of our right foot comes towards the left thigh, but we keep the left leg out straight. So there's two versions here. Either you can rest your left forearm on the outside of your left foot, bringing your arm up and over on the inhale, or you could rest your forearm on the inside of your right leg, maybe even turning your palm towards your left foot and grabbing it. Hope you can see me. Inhaling your arm overhead, up towards the sky, maybe even over towards the outside of the left foot. Opening your chest towards the sky. Feeling the stretch in the right side body here. Deep stretch. Breathing. And slowly releasing the pose. Straightening the right leg out to the side and bending the left leg in. Again, easier version would be to rest your right forearm in the back on the outside of your right foot. Inhaling the left arm over, up and over. Chest comes towards the sky, gaze at the left fingertip. Or the right forearm comes down to the inside of the right leg, maybe grabbing the inside of the foot, turning our palm towards the foot. Yes. Inhaling up and over. Maybe grabbing the outside of the right foot here. Rotating your chest towards the sky and breathing. Seeing where you could soften. Making sure you're not pulling or pushing anything. Feeling the stretch in your left side body. From here, we lift the arm up and slowly release the pose. This time coming and leaning on our backs, so straightening our legs out in front of us. Releasing our backs down to the ground. Maybe releasing some tension. I know I have some tension. And as we inhale, we're going to press our palms on the side of our body into the mat and bring our knees to our chest, this time keeping our hips on the ground. So maybe we're going to hug our knees. Maybe do some circles around the sacrum, giving yourselves a little massage. Whatever feels good. And from this place, we're going to place our hands, palms down again on the side of our body. And this time we're going to inhale, press into our palms and lift our hips, bringing our knees to our forehead. Just resting on the forehead without force. From this position, we're going to see how close we could bring our elbows towards each other. And then we're going to place our palms on our lower back. Again, checking in with our elbows, seeing if maybe we could bring them closer to each other. From this place of support, we're going to see if we could straighten our knees and lift our legs towards the sky. Maybe we can bring our palms a little higher on our back, bringing our chest towards our chin. And activating both legs, point on both feet. The more active your legs are, the more active your core is, the less pressure is going to fall on your shoulders, the less pressure is going to fall on your neck. So from this place, either we bend our knees again, rest them on our forehead, or keeping our legs straight, we come all the way down past our head to Halasana, releasing the palms down in the back, behind our back, maybe interlacing our fingers, keeping both of our legs active and reaching towards the floor. And if you can't get here, you can still interlace your fingers if you want. Try not to look at this video while I'm talking, because it's not the safest. You could still interlace your fingers and rest your knees on your forehead if that feels better to you. Wherever you are, breathing here for a few more breaths. And slowly release your knees down to the sides of your ears, placing slight pressure in your ears here, ear pressure pose. And bringing your knees back to your forehead, placing your palms on your lower back to support and help guide your hips down towards the mat. Coming down softly, maybe bringing our knees into our chest again, maybe making some circles or moving from side to side, massaging our lower back a little bit. From here, we're going to come to lie on our backs again, releasing our feet down. This time, we're going to inhale right knee towards our chest and place the right knee on the left side of our body, bringing our right palm out, palm facing the ground. Our right shoulder is touching the ground. So if you need to bring your knee back a little bit and bring your shoulder towards the ground, do that. And then you can take your left palm and place slight pressure on your right thigh or your right knee to kind of deepen that twist. Gaze is towards the right fingertips and breathe. Let this be a relaxing pose. winding down. With every inhale, maybe coming back a little bit. And every exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. On the inhale, we release the pose, come back to lying on your back. And on the next inhale, we bring the left knee in, placing it on the right side of our body. This time, extending our left arm outward, palm facing down, shoulder glued to the ground. Gaze towards the left fingertip, inhaling here. And on the exhaling, maybe placing slight pressure on the left knee and twisting deeper. Inhaling, slightly releasing. And exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Relaxing, breathing. And slowly releasing the pose. Preparing for Shavasana. Bringing our feet about mat distance apart and releasing our toes out to the sides. Placing our palms by our sides, a little away from our body, palms facing the sky, and lengthening the back of our neck. Our chin comes in towards our chest. Releasing any tension left in the body. Releasing our facial muscles, our jaw, our eyebrows, shoulders. Allowing the entire body to feel heavy, as if it's sinking into the ground. Allowing our breath to come back to its natural flow. And letting our thoughts go, just tuning into our body to observe the effects of this practice. What is the state of our awareness right now? Breathing in calm energy, breathing in lightness, and breathing out any tension, any resistance left in the body. Relax. Gently bringing some movement back into the body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Taking a deep breath and maybe lengthening your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers and reaching your palms upward, pointing your toes and stretching your entire body. And coming to roll on your right side. In a fetal position, your knees to your chest. Taking a few moments here. And then using your left palm, help yourself up to seated, keeping your eyes closed. Let's bring our palms to prayer in the center of our heart together, bowing our chin lightly, thanking ourselves for this practice, for keeping our bodies moving and allowing ourselves to tune inward and not outward. Checking in again with the state of our awareness right now in this moment. Seeing if maybe it's a little different than it was at the start of the practice. Beginning to develop this practice of noticing what our inner state is feeling.